You should.
Everybody. My name is Jifa. At the time of shooting this video with Gilbert, I am in my first year as a doctoral student at Temple University. Today, I'm excited to interview Gilbert as he shares a story with us, his journey on how he left the shores of Accra, Ghana. I don't know, or the shores of Sugakope, wherever, all the
Yeah,
way to Virginia. All right,
yeah,
am I right?
yes,
So
yeah,
tell us,
right,
who are you?
right. So, as you rightly say, I'm Gilbert Glago. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a doctoral student at Virginia Commonwealth University studying microbiology and mineralogy. Yeah,
Wow.
yes, in the US. So I came to the US around August of last year, of this year. That's this year. I came to the US August of this year, and I'm at Virginia Commonwealth University studying microbiology and mineralogy. I finished my undergrad from Comic Con University of Science and Technology, KNUST, where I studied BSc in biological sciences. Yeah,
Okay. So you mentioned that you are in the US, you're doing a doctoral program in the US.
yeah,
Um, US is not easy to come to school in the US. I
yeah.
know education in the US is quite expensive. So I'm
Very.
assuming or imagining, do your parents have some oil money or something, some gold that has
No,
pushed you to
actually.
study in the US?
Oh no, that is not true. I don't have. I mean, I don't see my personal info, but like, I'm not from a well-to-do family. Yeah. I don't have anybody in the US. None of my family members has traveled outside of Ghana before. I know nobody in the United States of America. So
Wow.
yeah, it's
Wow.
purely
So
grace and hard work.
So, so it means it's possible, even if you don't have
Yeah.
parents who have the funding or you don't have relatives in the US,
Mhm.
it's still possible to school in the US and
Oh
actually
yeah.
get funding to be in the US, right?
Yeah. Yes. Highly possible. Yeah.
Okay.
It's possible. Yeah.
So you mentioned you are in your first year of your doctoral program. A
Yes.
year ago
First.
by this time. So last year, in fact, we are still in 2023.
Yeah.
We are just about ending. So 2023, when you entered 2023 in January,
hmm
where were you? What were you doing? Because things have totally
So
changed for you.
yeah, so 2023 January. Yes, I was teaching at Temple Christian International School. Before that, earlier to that, I was I ended my national service in November of
Okay.
2022 at Wagbe. So I had an option to either continue my research there, and I got another job as Pinterest to teach at one of the Cambridge International Schools. So I decided to go and teach. Yeah,
Okay.
because the work at Wagyu was a contract, but where I was getting the teaching job was a full time job. So I was like, no, I think I should go for the full time job. Because contract is to end a short time, So I
Okay.
decided to go. But I enjoy my time at Wagyu. I enjoy my time at the teaching field because those are things I like doing. So yeah, it was
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
So
So
it sounds
January,
like, yeah, you are passionate about research and also teaching.
yes, that is all about me.
Okay.
That is all
Okay.
about me. Yeah.
So how
Yeah.
did you come to pursue a PhD from being
Yeah.
a teacher and being a national service graduate? Because some people
Mhm.
think it's impossible to obtain full funding for a doctoral program in the US. Like you just had your degree, your bachelor's, you don't have a
Yeah,
master's.
no, I don't have bachelor's. Yeah. So yeah. I the first thing I want to say is that I want to encourage anyone who want to start this journey that it is highly possible to
Okay.
move from undergrad direct to PhD. And so that was the same part for me. So the most important thing is for you to have a research experience, especially in the area of the biological sciences or biomedical sciences or those kind of stuff. You need to have a strong research experience. So all credit to Wagbe, the
Yeah.
opportunity to do my national service at West Africa Center for Cell Biology and Infectious Pathogen has been
Help
a very
you.
tremendous time in my life. And
Yeah.
also my time at KNUST, my undergraduate professor, my leadership qualities, my participation in other programs at KNUST was so tremendous in all of this process. And so it's one risk experience. You need a risk experience, and also you need other qualities like leadership, take your undergraduate research project very serious and do it well, and that will also pave a way for you to pursue or to apply for PhD programs in the United States of America. Yeah.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
So how did you start this whole process?
Okay, so when I got to work with in the biochemistry department, I realized that whenever I go to work, I see my friends with their laptops reading something, talking about SOP, talking about like
Oh,
schools,
they
and
were
I was
not
like, what?
betting. They were not playing games. They were not doing
No,
betting. They were not doing
please
lottery.
no, no. No, trust me. I want to say that the guys at Wagyu were great guys. They were
Serious.
so influential, and it really helped me. And I also like to associate people like that. In fact, this is the kind of people I want to associate with. So it was helpful to me. So through the interaction, I was like, what are these guys talking about? Got me so good. One of my roommates at Commonwealth Hall is also into the school application. So I was like, Charlie, when I go to work with my friends are talking about like SOP, and I was like, what are they talking about? Like, so he began to educate me on it, and he was also applying to the schools. And then when I came back to workplace, and I was asking my friends, and then they were telling me about how the whole process is about. So I began to associate with them, and then I got to learn how they go about the whole application process. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, so that's how it started. And so they suggested so that year, some of my friends also got like from Bagbe, they got admission to some schools in the United States, like Clemson, like Harvard, like Rochester, Solomon's Rochester,
Wow.
yes, and one guy at Harvard and another person at Clemson. They were all people we were all working at Wagweb. So it was so motivational. I mean, I got motivated. Even one guy at Cornell, this was at Cornell
Wow.
now. So yeah, so those guys really inspired me to apply for the PhD program or to also start application process. Yeah,
Okay. But this was in
yeah.
2022. Most of these colleagues of yours, did they get their admissions in 2022 or last year?
So those friends got the admission in 2022, but some of us who didn't know the process also got the
Yeah.
admission in 23.
Yes. So it means even though, but you had started the process in 2022, but you had to wait till 2023 to be able to, before you got admitted. You had to learn
Yes,
in
yes,
2022 to do the
yes.
process.
My learning process started from 2022, and
Okay.
then 2023 I also got an idea of how
Yeah,
the whole
it's
process
done.
is about. Yeah, because my friends got it in 2022, so I was in touch with them. I asked them questions. They showed me the ways and everything. Yeah,
Yeah. So the kind of people you actually associate with is very important because if you
yes,
didn't have these friends or those colleagues, I
no,
doubt I'll be talking
yeah.
to Gilbert today.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. So yeah, good friends is very important. You need the right association because there are a number of people in US or Ghana campus, but the kind of person you choose to work with. Yeah. Very
Yeah.
important. Yeah.
Okay. So how many schools did you apply to? One school,
This
two schools, three
questions.
schools?
Oh my God. So I applied to hello.
I can hear you.
Um, Okay. Hello.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. So I applied to about 10 schools.
Wow.
Yeah, I applied to about 10 schools in the United States.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah,
of
a lot.
money, a lot of time. Can you hear me?
Hello.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
But can you see me?
Yes, I can see you.
But you couldn't hear me.
Yeah, but now I can hear you.
Now you can hear me. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was saying
Yeah.
that's a lot of money, that's a lot of time.
Hmm.
And people
Hmm.
apply to get a school or two and they are tired.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
what do you have to say to people like that?
Oh, I want to tell them that this journey, my friends say it has no formula, and so I was just thinking about the whole thing. It's like a statistic. If you have a large data, if you have a large sample size, am I right? If you have
Mhm.
a large sample size, you can. there's a probability of you getting like a good data or something. I don't know. There's some analysis like that. The larger the sample size, the more chance you get of getting like a quality result or something.
Out of
It
it.
is out of what, like it is that you want to study a particular disease and you're limited to a particular a small geographical area. You might not get a quality data, but if you kind of expand your geographical area, you can generalize your data or your outcome. So I realized that putting in increasing my like putting a lot of application increases my chance. I mean, that's my formula. Others apply to two schools and they get it. Others apply to one school and they get it. But I think I use the formula of increasing my number
Yeah,
of applications so that I can have more chance of getting at least one of them. So
yeah.
that was my style of application. Yeah.
And it did help you. So you applied
Really?
to 10 schools.
10 schools. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
10
Wow.
schools. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you
Yeah.
settle on those schools that you applied to? What made you
Right. So
decide to choose those schools?
okay, so I was looking for the faculty research area, and also I will look at the funding option. Very, very, very important. The funding option, the research focus. Okay, and then yeah, I think those are the two basic things I was looking at for. Yeah, those are
Funding
the
and
two,
research.
and the research focus. You know, you want to look at the things they are doing. And those are the things you are interested in because you don't just want to come to the US because people are going to the US. No, you have to have a focus. So I was interested in biomedical or public health research. So because of that, I'm looking for areas of research under the faculty members their website or like the various schools go to the website. Are they pursuing the programs I'm interested in? So I am interested in like biomedical science, microbiology, immunology, molecular biology, or cellular biology, those kind of biological science related courses. So because of that, I was focused on the schools I'm looking for. Are they pursuing the programs I'm interested in? Are they even if they're pursuing the same program, the research area of the various faculty members is it in line with my research interest?
Interest.
Uh-huh. And then I know that I don't have the money to pay the fees. So
Yeah.
are there funding option? Not just funding option. Is the funding enough for me to pursue
Adequate.
my
Yeah.
exactly? So I was looking at those options too as well. Yeah,
Okay.
very very important.
Did you have to write a GRE?
No, I've not written GRE.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Wow.
didn't write GRE. I didn't write
So
GRE.
is it that you
Not GRE.
decided from the start that you're not going to write and it worked for you? Or it just happened that the schools that you were choosing didn't require it?
All right. So that's a good question. So I was very intentional about the kind of schools I was looking for. So that is one factor to also consider. Are the
Mm-hmm.
schools looking for GRE? Are they
GRE,
looking for TOEFL? Are they looking for how do you call it
IELTS and all that.
WES and all those
Oh,
requirements?
okay.
So yeah,
The
West Education
verification, the
System,
transcript
yeah, the
verification. You
transcript
eliminated
verification.
all of that.
Yeah, so for Virginia Commonwealth University, they requested for West evaluation uh, for it to
Okay.
get in, and
Okay.
I saw it necessary to do West evaluation because in KNUST we do the CWA, but most of the schools in the US they do the GPA system.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. So because I didn't go to school at University of Ghana or other schools, and we are using the CWA system,
Okay. You
for me
had
to
to.
for them to be able to understand my transcript, I have to do the World Education Service evaluation of transcript. That is why I it was necessary I
Okay.
do that. Yeah.
Okay.
So
But
you
I also
understand.
had to do mine, even though I went to UG. Most schools
Okay.
require it just to be able to place you on their kind of ranking to
Skill.
see how you
Yeah.
did compared to
Yeah.
their system.
And
Yeah.
it really helped. It really helped me. It really, really, really
It can
helped
make
me.
your grade point go up, may
Exactly.
be better than what you even thought you had.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And those guys, so I just have to encourage my friends from K University who think that, okay, I have 75 point this, so when they convert to GPA to be low, or people are saying that, oh, in K University, if you get 70, it's a low grade or something. I can tell you that I had a GPA, I had a CWA of 76.74 or 64. I can't remember now. But when it converts into the GPA system on the US scale,
Mm-hmm.
I had a GPA of 3.92 on the
Wow.
4.0 scale. Yeah,
Wow. Wow.
yeah.
That's
So
high.
yeah. So don't think that the system being used by KNST is CW. So if you had a 70, you not get a no. When they convert it onto the GPA, it's a very strong grade. Myself, I was
Wow.
surprised that from 76.6474, I'm not having a 3.92
Wow.
GPA. Yeah. So I will encourage, if you have the means, you should do the
Verification.
the verification. It's a bit expensive, but
Yeah.
as I said earlier, I have to sacrifice all my salaries to
Yeah.
do the yeah NSS money. I was just saving it small, small when I was able to do all of these
But the
evaluations.
thing
Yeah,
with the verification too is that you do it just once. It doesn't
once,
expire. It's not like
no,
those exams you write and you have to write it again after a certain
again,
number of years.
exactly.
So if you
Yeah.
do it, you can always use it. Even for some job offers, you still need to do your transcript verification. So you
Mm-hmm.
can use it in
Mm-hmm.
the long term.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so that's how you settled on your schools. You eliminated
Yes.
some of these things and you
GRE and TOEFL and the like. No, I don't have to write. Yeah.
okay. So what were some of the eligibility requirements for the schools?
Okay, so most schools are requiring for research experience, especially if you want to do PhD and even sometimes masters. You need a research experience. Some schools even want what we call leadership experience. They want some level of leadership
Leadership
experience.
roles.
Yes, yes. Then um, recommendation letters from your professors. You know, you need recommendation from your professors. You need a CV, okay, an academic CV for that matter. I mean, not just any CV. You
Not
need
the
an
one
academic.
you write, I am
Uh,
healthy, I am a
you
strong
know,
man,
no, not the one that you have like your sex. I'm a male. No, no one need that.
I'm a Christian. No,
No,
we
no,
don't care about that on your
no,
CV.
no. If you're
Mhm.
a Christian, please, yes,
Keep
we are
it.
all Christian. Very important. Prayer about it. Yes, you need prayer. You need prayer in this application process. But
Yeah,
don't forget, in the US, not everyone is a Christian. So you have to
yeah,
be skeptical about some of those things.
yeah.
Then, yeah. So as I said, um, recommendation letters, uh,
CV,
CV, your statement of purpose, which they
SOP.
also call, yes, SOP, or personal statement or statement of intent. You need all of those documents before you can do the application. Recommendation very important. Recommendation very, very important. So it is in the SOP that you communicate your research experience. Some schools also require request for um, personal history statements
Okay.
or diversity statements. They want to see, are you the kind of person who accept people around you? Are you the kind of person who has participated in some community service, like
Yeah,
right about, yeah, they want to, do you tolerate people from different backgrounds?
yeah.
Some people they discriminate.
The
So if you are not,
open-mindedness.
you
Yeah,
have to be open-minded. Don't say that I came to the US, I'm a Christian, so since my friend is a Buddhist, no, we don't do that here, please. Yeah.
yeah,
So they want you to kind of communicate those kind of styles in writing and demonstrate practically if you have done some of those things before. You know, yeah. So God being so good, I was part of the Operation Clean Your Front Page during the national survey. I've also done some outreach during my undergrad where we visit villages that we help people.
see,
We do some of those things.
see.
Yeah,
So if you did
and
this
I was
within your church, you could write about it.
exactly, you should. My church, I was invited to talk about substance abuse.
Mm-hmm.
I spoke about all those things, and those are major issues in the United States. And so
Yeah,
they realized that, oh, it's like you even advocate to kind of help people to overcome this and all that stuff. Those are important things you could communicate in your diversity statement or personal history statement. You can even talk about your life history. I talk
yeah,
about how I have to weave basket before I even bought my first science textbook. You have to be very strategic in communicating all of this information so that to be like, hey, you are a very determined person. And
Yeah.
even you have gone out of the box to help others to, even you have done outreach where you taught people for free. I've done free tuition for people, home tuition for people on a free service. I don't take any money. It means that you have understood that everyone has the right to education. Even without money, you're able to volunteer to do it.
Yeah. So you must tell
So
a compelling story.
exactly. So I communicate all of these things in my personal history statement or my diversity statement. Sometimes you can include it in your statement of purpose as well.